Inventory reports in my count. First, order status, purchase order, sale quotation status, and sale order status. So first purchase order status. So select the branch. After that, orders from date and to date. After that, deliveries as on. So deliveries as on. Next, refresh. Here, these are all the orders and status. Select the specific order. So in this order, 100 ordered quantity, delivery quantity 100. 100 ordered quantity, 70 delivery quantity. Here 100 ordered quantity, 20 delivery quantity. So balance 80. Here ordered quantity 100 and delivery is 0. So total is pending. So like this you can select the specific order or all orders. On selecting all orders you can choose specific supplier or all suppliers and specific item or all items. So with the combination of supplier, order number and item we can find out the order status. So this aqua color separates the order to other order. So similarly sale quotation status and sale order status also. Next, item ledger. So here select branch and transactions from date and to date. Next item, select refresh. So here these are all the transactions for this specific item, and here you can choose the transaction type. This here are selected for all transactions. Now I am removing all and selecting only purchases, purchase returns, and credit sale. So based on the selection of the transactions will be shown here. On double click, you can see the complete transaction. By selecting export to Excel, you can export data to Excel or CSV or text file. And to see the transaction log, click here so that you can see who entered and who edited and who approved such kind of audit trails. So this is item ledger. Next, stock movement. Here, select the branch and transactions from date and to date and cost prices as on. Refresh. So this is opening quantity, this is inward quantity, and this is outward quantity and outward value, and this is closing stock and closing stock price, and cost value. See, opening value and inward value, outward value, and closing value with quantities. Here you can select the brand. So based on the brand, the stocks will be shown. In brand separate category also you can select. So with the combination of these four categories, brand, category, item type and size, you can see the stocks, item details. On double click you can see particular item ledger as well. See, this is item ledger. Here you can see batch wise transactions as well. On selecting batch wise. So this is moment. Next, HSNY summary. Here you can select the branch and select the period. So HSN you can see. Select the HSN and do refresh. So this is HSN. Next is stock summaries. Here we can see the stock as selected date. For looking all branches, you select all branches. For specific branch, you select specific branch. So on refresh, you can see the complete stock. Here in stock, packs, quantity and loose. Three columns are there. So here on selection of brand, you can see particular brand stock, and on selection of category, you can see particular category. So with this combination of these 4 parameters, stocks will be displayed. Next, here batch wise. On selection of batch wise, stocks will be shown on each batch individual wise. Next, here show stocks in default, packs, quantity or loose or default all. So here on selecting packs, we can see the pack wise. For example, when we are looking for pharmacy stocks, pharmacy usually they'll maintain batch wise. So here when we see consolidated stocks, here it has shown 200 boxes and 167 boxes here. So I kept it a pack, so I see default. So here on selection of batch wise, see here same item divided into two parts because this is one batch and this is the other batch. So to view batch numbers, select columns customization and set batch number on the screen. At the same time, expiry date on the screen. Save and load. So now you can see the batch numbers and expiry date as well. So here I am selecting packs. On selection of packs, this 1000 will convert into packs. You see here packs. So 1000 converted into 100 bags. So each box is 100 pieces. To see the customer master, right click and show item master. So you can see here item master. One box equal to 10 strips and one strip is equal to 10 pieces. So here three levels, box, strip, piece. So pack, quantity, loose is equal to box, strip and piece. See here on selection of box it is showing in box. On selection of quantity it converts into strips. So each box contains 10 strips. So 10 into 100, 1000 strips. On conversion of loose it converts into 10,000. So each strip contains 10 tablets. So 1000 into 10, 10 tablets. So here similarly this is boxes. So this item is box contains 12 bottles and loose also same. So quantity and loose are both same size. So quantity equal to loose. So there is no difference between quantity and loose. So hence I selected quantity. So 83 into 12. Here 83 into 12 it 100% it will not come 1000. It will not come because here you see 83.33 is there. Actually at the time of showing stocks we made it round off. So to make decimals here at the here in item masters change this as decimal. See show stocks in, first select this quantity or packs or loose. Next format select a 0 or 0.00 or 0.000. So on selection here 0.000, here the decimals will appear because I does not selected decimals. So here it is showing 83. Actual real value is 83.333. So now when I convert it into quantity, it comes as 1000. When I convert it into loose, same 1000 because this quantity and this quantity are same size. Okay. Here one more option is there, all. On selection of all, it converts first boxes, that is packs. If anything remains after filling packs, it move to quantity. If anything pending after filling quantity, it moves to loose. Here 100 boxes, so there is no quantity and no loose. Here 100, no quantity, no loose. Here 83 boxes are there and loose pieces are 4 there. 4 is there. So 83 into 12 plus 4, that is total stock quantity. So this is batch wise. If we doesn't want batch wise, remove this and refresh. So without batch wise it will show the stocks. Here you can see all. So it first fills packs, after that quantity, after that loose. Next quantity, it shows in quantity. Next loose, it shows in loose. Default, what is this default? Default is nothing but which we assigned in item master. This item master by default show stocks in we kept at quantity. So by default it shows quantity. For other item you can keep it as pack as well, no problem. So when you kept pack here, that pack column should be on the screen. Otherwise, that packs column cannot be displayed. So this is the way of observing the stock. The same for stocks with cost prices. Here another two more columns will be added, that is value column. Value and cost price columns will be added. See here, after decimal we are taking 6 points for accuracy purpose. To round it to 2 points, we can make it as set rounded to off. So here we can see 2 decimals. So here we can see brand wise stock and category wise and combination of these 4 groups. Batch wise as well. So cost prices, you can select the cost price date. So on selection of cost price date, the stock valuation will be done. To keep here the packs column and batch numbers, you can move this batch number, manufacturer number to right side columns and save. After saving, if you refresh, that columns will be appearing here. So this is the stock status with cost price. Next, category wise sales, here detailed and summary. Here select the branch, after that from date and to date. Here select the salesman. After that do refresh. So this particular salesman, whatever he sold, everything will be displayed here. So here by changing these parameters, here 8400 rows are there. So these are all items sold by this person for this particular period. So here you can see for particular customer with the combination of the salesman, or the salesman particular brand how much he sold. So that also we can see here. We'll select for 1 month because it's complete year is there. So this is 6700 is there. So for particular month, so this is 322. So here you can select the customer. So at the time of calculating incentives for the salesman, brand wise we can select. So per specific brand we select, and this is the sales net base amount. So at the time of sales we will not consider the tax amount, only net base amount. So this is net base amount for this. Some people may calculate for on total amount, but net base is this and net tax is this and total value is this much. So particular brand we can select and all brands we can select. So for this period, the salesman, this one. And double click, you can view the transaction as well. So sorry, not in this screen, that is a separate way. Next, this category wise sales detailed. Detailed we have seen, now it is summary. So select the branch and period. Here salesman is common, and you can select category wise customer. So customer type of customers, and this is a dealer type, distributor type, and own use and special projects. These categories we will define to the customer at the time of customer master assign. So this is the category wise sales by the salesman. Here you can see brand as well, and brand and combination of category type and size. So this is category wise sales. Next, stocks for reorder. Here we can reorder our stocks. See, we define as per the levels, below level stocks will be displayed here. Level is this much and quantity stock already is this much and shortage is this much. So you can select a particular brand. So on selection of particular brand, that brand data will be seen here. After that, select these three items and you can make a purchase order from here itself. See, I selected particular items and on right click we can see generate order. So on generating order it will ask supplier, after that order date and order validity days. After on submit should be 148 is all. On submitting you can see, so here we can assign the price. If price is assigned in price list prices will appear automatically here. For this customer, I did not assign any price list, so here the prices has come 0. So now we entered prices and saving order will be saved. So in this way you can generate order from the low level stocks. Low level means below level stocks. This is stocks reorder. Next, expiry and near expiry goods. On selection of here number of days, so already expiry goods, if anything is there, it will show. Otherwise you can select the period. Within 365 days, what are the items expiring? See, within 365 these three items are expiring. So this is the value and this is the cost price. So expiring in 45 days, 250 days and so 257. So here we can see within how many days it will expire. So it is very useful for the pharmacy companies to create any schemes based on the near expiry period. So on selection of 0, already expired goods will be shown. On selection of period, it will show for particular period which items are expiring. So here you can select the brand and category. This is similar like other reports. Here you can see stocks in packs, quantity, loose, or default or all type. So this is near expiry goods. Next, consumption reports. Consumption reports. Here this is bill wise. Here in construction companies or in manufacturing companies, stocks will be taken from the store. So whenever the stock out from the store, storekeeper will raise a bill. That is bill wise consumption. So here you can see bill wise consumption. So here from date and to date. So for this period, what are all the outwards from the stores? This is cost prices as on specific date, and batch wise if required you can click on batch wise. So here you can select BOQ account. So BOQ account, after that here. So BOQ means for purpose, for what purpose goods has gone outside. This is who has taken, employee taken or work contractor taken. So for particular person has taken, you can select the particular person or company so that for that particular person how much stock taken we can see. So on selection of all, we can see all stocks out from the stores. So on double click we can see the particular transaction. So these are all items gone out on account of this work contractor Sri Enterprises. See, because in construction there may be subcontractors using materials. So from store subcontractor has taken and used for the construction purpose in this case. So this is consumption report bill wise. So this bill as taken by the employee, so employee code, and this is the material taken by this employee on account of land leveling. So this is bill wise. Next, consumption item wise. Here on double click we are looking at the items, but in item wise we can see each item here directly. So select the usage account, after that who has taken. After that, what is the item? So this item is used for all accounts and by the all contractors or employees. So on selection of specific person, this is combination of these all these parameters. We can see the particular items, either it may be sand, iron, or cement, etc. So this is consumption of oil. So similarly, not only for construction company, for manufacturing company also similar process. Here after decimal it is showing 6 digits for accuracy purpose. If the user does not wish to see 6 digits, he can set it as round off so that we can see only 2 decimals. And doubly we can complete transaction. So this is item wise. So whatever material has gone out from the stores, we can see bill wise and detailed item wise. After that, BOQ status. BOQ status, here all BOQs will be displayed here. On selection of particular BOQs and refresh, you can see what are all the material used for those BOQs. Suppose here fencing, first floor and land leveling, 3 BOQs are there. So here I am removing all. I wish to see only for these two combination how much material we have used. So this is BOQ quantities. So this is BOQ quantities and this is consumed quantities. This is required quantities and this is consumed value. Next, consumed value and this is cost value. So as on this date, what is the average cost for this item? It will show here. Next, price variation. This price variation at the time of purchases and at the time of consuming, there may be price variation because we do purchase in different rates for single item. In such case, there may be price variation. So for example, bricks, we can purchase 5 rupees, 7 rupees, 10 rupees like that, and we will use at the time of using that average cost price will changes. So this is at the time of using value and this cost value is as per this specified cost price is date value. So both these two differences price variation. Next, estimated budget. Estimated budget will appear from the BOQ. At the time of BOQ, we will assign the estimated value for each item. For example, here cement iron for this BOQ, we estimated this price. So based on this BOQ price, this estimated value arrives. So this is budget difference. Budget difference is nothing but cost value and the estimated value. So here we can easily assess the project, what is the price incurred from the date started and running. So this is BOQ status. Next, BOQ summary. Here we can see all BOQs here. This is estimated. As I told you, yeah, when defining BOQs, this is the value and consumer value is this much. This is margin is nothing but price variation. After that, cost value and due consumption. Due consumption is nothing but pending project values. So here easily we can assess how much project is pending. So this is consumed. This is consumed as per the cost value, and this is the due consumption. So project status easily we can find it by looking consumption summary. Next, production. Here production we can see bill wise. So select the production account and refresh. So we can see bill wise. So this is the production bill. Here these are all the production. So whenever we production department finishes the good and converts into stock, this entry will be passed so that whatever the productions we can see on account of production account. So next, job works. Here for job work we do delivery In case we are the manufacturers, we will give material to the job work processing units for processing. After that, after processing, we will receive the goods. Similarly, if we are the job work processing units, we will receive the goods first and we do process, and after that we do delivery. So here on which account we, we are making transactions, here we can see here, select the account Sri Enterprise based on required accounts, so particular account. So here, so this is no transactions found for this this vendor. So here it's a W2. Here one point. So see, this is the vendor account. Selection of vendor account. See, these are all items. Whatever minus is showing, we issued goods to this vendor. So whatever plus it is showing, we received the goods from this vendor or customer or supplier. So that is on selection. Selection is there. So based on the selection, these accounts will be changed here. So here you can see particular item. So iron. So this is we delivered. On behalf of delivering iron, we received the iron grills. So this item is whatever we received, we can see. So based on the estimated values, we enter the productions. So here receipts and inwards and outwards both will be shown here based on selection these parameters. So particular bill wise, particular reference wise we can want to select, we can select. So this is job work account wise. So for this particular account, whatever material outward and whatever material inward. Here one more option is there, job work item wise. So this is job work item wise. Here select the item and do refresh. So these are all the items as transaction. Next, suppose window grills. So this is, so here particular item based on particular account. So these two parameters are there. So on selection of this, we can see minus means outward, plus means inward. So this is particular item wise we can see. So this is job work details. So these are all the inventory reports in my account. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.